All right, you guys, now comes the really exciting part of Cat Camp. Not that the rest of this is not exciting, but this is really exciting. Right now, I want to welcome in Thibaut, Olivia, and Lizzie. Lizzie, better known as Owl Kitty. Welcome to Cat Camp, you guys.
Hey, thanks
for having us.
I am incredibly excited. And you can tell Lizzie is just absolutely spellbound right now. Oh, that's the secret. Food.
Yeah.
Food is the secret. It's amazing that you actually got to see Lizzie born, which is incredible. And not only that, but you got the bonus of her coming from a rescue. You got her from Cat Adoption Team, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Great place, great people. Juliet had been an only cat for, 8 years? Something like that? 7, 8 years? What made you go, you know what, we need a kitten?
Yeah, that's you.
Should I take this one?
Sure.
Well, I mean, Thibaut and Juliet had been a unit for 8 years, or for 5 years or something before we had met. And I was just really jealous. They are obsessed with each other, and she sleeps like literally in his arms at night. And so I was feeling just like I wanted someone who would love me the most in the house. And
risky.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted to put Juliet in her place a little bit and be like, you need to learn how to share. So.
And did you foster her? So after she was born, did she stay with mom for a while? How long did she stay with mom?
Yeah, for about 2.5 months, something like that.
Yeah. Her mom was found abandoned under someone's deck and heavily pregnant and, just really suffering. And the cat adoption team took her in and had her taken to one of their foster homes. And it's the foster mom who was caring for her and was uploading all of this content to her Instagram and just sort of broadcasting, we have this pregnant mama cat. She's going to give birth in, 3 weeks. Stay tuned. We think it's 5 kittens, and kind of giving all of these updates. So we were really following along, and we couldn't wait to see what these kittens would look like. And then when they were born, there was just one little black one, and we immediately were like, oh, that's the one.
We want this kitten. We want this kitten.
Really?
So
right? That quick?
And what was surprisingly stressful for us is because Shelby, who was the foster mom with Cat Adoption Team at the time, already had quite a bit of following on Instagram. So there were hundreds of people paying attention to these kittens. And so we had competition. We had our eyes set on the black one, and we really, really wanted, her name was Sequoia at the time. It was a little foster name. We want Sequoia. We want the black one. And Shelby, when she eventually dropped the link, with her contact info, that was a race. And so we reached out right away, within seconds. It all kind of worked out.
When was the first Owl Kitty video? Which one of these is the first one that you did?
The very first one was Jurassic Park. It was.
That's jumping right in. That's not an easy one.
It's the one that made the most sense. Did you ever always wish that Jurassic Park just had cats in it? We weren't even the first ones to have done it.
Okay. Good.
My personal favorite, and I don't want to, but I love Pulp Fiction so very much. And the work that you did in Pulp Fiction was so crazy good and so many different scenes and everything. Anyway, I want, if you don't mind, let's take a break and I want everybody to watch this one, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. C'est la vie, said the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell.
How long did that one take to make?
That one took about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. And
Damn!
It's one of the more recent ones.
2 weeks. Well, like I said, there was a lot of different scenes. You had the driving scene. Your patience is crazy, you guys. But it looks like a lot of damn fun. I mean, it really does. It looks like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah,
It
but
is, and we have to. That's also like accounting for like going to the arts and crafts store to find special gold shiny paper so that we can put her in the box with the shiny paper, and it'll be the briefcase. And
it's like you said, a lot of patience. It's sitting in front of the camera and getting her to do the perfect thing, and it doesn't always work out. And
yeah.
we'll just wait, and if we don't get it today, we'll get it tomorrow. That's that.
I mean, if she's not in the mood, it's not going to happen. It's not like a child star, I think, where like maybe you could reason with the child, like you just have to do this, and then if the magic isn't there, we'll just put it off.
There's a good amount of even changing things within the shots that you wouldn't know unless I told you. Like for example, in the Pulp Fiction one, when they're driving, John Travolta's head, he's smiling in it. In the original movie, he's obviously very upset, if you remember the scene. And so I had to find a face of his where he's happy and paste it onto the scene in the car. So it looks like I only added Lizzie, but I changed everything about the scene.
Oh, Thibaut is like cutting off heads, pasting faces, all of this extra editing work.
The other video and I didn't see it behind the scenes on this one, but the other one I gotta say that's just incredibly good is the New York Giants one. That video, you got to talk me through. First of all, you guys, let's watch the New York Giants video real fast.
There is a black cat on the field. Takes it all the way in. 42-yard touchdown. Who's got cat corralling skills in them?
I mean, look at his change of direction.
He's got great lateral movement.
Oh, my goodness.
That's an epic jump. How did you get her? I mean, you're making me look bad because I always thought that I could get cats to jump pretty high. What the heck? What?
Yeah, that one. So it's funny because when that happened, and it went viral that night when it happened on the field, and
well, it really happened. Like
right.
there really was a black cat.
That's a thing, right.
First of all.
So there was a black cat, and then we get a bunch of messages from people. Was that our kitty? My brother texted me. I don't watch football.
Right.
Neither do you. Like, I didn't know, but so right away we're like, okay, we have to say something because this black cat is trending, and luckily we had some footage of her playing, and so I can send you the footage. But it's just her jumping, trying to catch a toy, and there was one that was high enough at the right angle that we were able to use. So we didn't have to shoot anything new, which was great. And within hours, I think I ended up working until 5 a.m. that morning to get it out that following morning. And yeah, because to jump on the bandwagon of the hashtag while it was still trending.
I want to switch to you guys for a second because I know that you both do a lot of nonprofit work. I know that you guys are kind of immersed into what can be a pretty heavy world. Was part of doing this at first just to blow off some steam, just to put some energy someplace else?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was my full-time job, my day job is I'm a video editor for the American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU.
Wow.
So I've been with them for many, many years, and I edit videos on a daily basis that are pretty awful. It's a lot of, just following the news. I remember when I started, the very first Hello Kitty video was to blow up some steam because I was making videos about family separation.
Yep.
And so it was like, I can't look at this anymore. I need to make something fun. And
right, because when you're editing video, you're just so in it. You've got the audio, you're watching it, you're hearing it, you're just kind of reliving it every single day.
Yeah, it's like you're stuck in it, in that editing bubble. And then I've been freelance working from home for a long time, and the cat's always around, which has always been great. And I'm like, all right, what do I have? I've got some time. Got a camera. I got a cute cat that wants to play. Let's go.
Olivia, the same thing with you. You do so you do social media work, yeah?
Yes. I work for Mercy Corps, which is an international humanitarian aid organization, and so similar to the level of seriousness, hunger, Ebola, COVID, all of these challenges around the world, and climate crisis. It's easy to get overwhelmed and super depressed. when you just think about everything that's happening in the world. That's
Right.
kind of devastating. So, and being on social media and being like very much in that corner of crisis all the time, it's been so nice to channel my energy into something really joyful and something that's been bringing people together to like celebrate silliness and celebrate this kind of spirit of fun.
From the standpoint of what you guys have turned this into, and being able to raise awareness, raise consciousness about cats in general, about adopting, about rescue and all that. First of all, tell me how that started and how you sort of brought that into this whole thing.
Between the two of us, we've always had cats growing up, and always shelter cats. So that's just been kind of like the way we've lived our lives. And we felt like we had this crazy opportunity with this platform and this audience all of a sudden to be able to promote that and spread that message and use kind of what we had at our fingertips to shine some light on the cat adoption team who helped bring Lizzie into the world and does so much great work out here where we live. I don't know. I guess it's surprising just because we're so deep in it to know that other people don't have this like immediate, adopt, don't shop, of course.
There's a couple of things that it seems so obvious. Things like don't declaw your cat, obviously adopt. I didn't even think about the fact that it could be such an issue to advocate for, like, until all of a sudden we have this following and we realize we have this platform and it's important and we need to share the message.
But I think it's amazing that you guys are going to use the platform for that. And obviously you've already used it to raise money for Cat Adoption Team, right? You guys raised money through the...
Yeah, we helped raise last year. We raised about $4,000, and this year they haven't told us yet, but they said we passed it. So and it's an auction where we're auctioning off an Hello Kitty video for whoever wants one. So it was a raffle, and someone. So hopefully within the next few months we'll have a video that features the person's cat that won the raffle. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's so cool. That's a great idea too. You did sort of a social media, like sort of a hashtag thing with like putting like fake money and whatever, taking a picture of your own cats with.
Oh, right. For Mercy Corps.
Yeah.
That was for Mercy Corps. Right. So will you talk me through that? I'm going to show a few of those pictures up here while we're doing this. Because the thing that I really, and something that I really want, you campers out there to know is that, Olivia and Thibaut and Lizzie and Juliet are doing this, taking a platform and just doing something with it. And so I think it's amazing that you were able to bring, and because then you're going across platform too. You're going from, the kindness that we show to animals to, caring for fellow humans as well. So talk me through a little bit of that campaign. I mean, I know I'm asking you guys a lot of questions, but I'm really excited about all this.
Well, the campaign kind of came about in that first month of quarantine. We can remember that far back. It feels like 100 years ago.
What is time?
We were sort of ramping up operations to launch we had already been working on fighting COVID and equipping people on the front lines of COVID with PPE, with sanitizer, with face masks, with cash grants so that they could buy food for their families, for the people who've been out of work because of the pandemic. And for the rest of us who are not on the front lines, who are at home, we were just trying to think of a way that we could bridge that gap and let people who are stuck at home, quarantined, feel like they're able to participate and do something and connect. And so we were thinking about how to use the sort of the comfort that we're all getting from our pets and from our cats at home to get us through these difficult times. And we wanted to give an opportunity for people to share really cute pictures and raise awareness to donate. Mm-hmm. So it was, just a silly little thing where you take a picture of your pet with some cash or some Monopoly money or an IOU and just let people know that you're donating to the cause and that they can too.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Thing is the cat community came through.
They really did.
It's really incredible. Like we had Nala cats repost it. It was
yeah. That's, I mean, and it did raise awareness for Mercy Corps at the same time, yeah?
It did, yeah. It's interesting. Mercy Corps has, like, we call it a brand challenge because we do too much. Like, we do too many things. You know, we're not just working on hunger. We're not just working on healthcare, but we're also, fighting climate change and printing, like using a 3D printer to print prosthetic hands for refugees who've lost limbs. Like just any kind of crazy innovation experiment, like we're doing all of it. And so it's really hard to encapsulate that and to spread that message of like we're hard at work on all of these things at once. So yeah, it was nice
Amazing.
to use Hello Kitty and kind of get the name out there and introduce some people to the work.
Again, like you're saying, anytime that you can take a platform like you have and amplify a message like that, like, hey, you guys, with the breeding.
I mean, I think that's truly, that was the lesson for us, is if we want a message to resonate well with people and have an impact, got to use the skills we have and somehow put them in a direction that we think would make the place better, the world better. And for us, it was cats. And we really wanted to advocate for things that we truly believe in. And, if anyone has skills, if anyone's able to paint, make music, any artistic skills or writing skills, or, in your case, social media, to really have reach, use it for the right cause and something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, I think, as you're saying, like whatever you can give, and often the most valuable thing you can give is your time and your expertise. If it's cats and shelter pets that you want to support, reach out to a shelter or a nonprofit that's local. Ask them what they need. Tell them what you can do. You might be surprised in what they're looking for, what they could find really useful at the moment.
Brilliant. And that's, time, passion, expertise, you put them together, and as you both know, in the human world, you do that, and you're going to save human lives as well. So thank you guys for what you do for humans, for what you do for cats, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you for having us. We're really starstruck.
Yeah, no, it's coming this way more. It's like, oh my God, Jackson Galaxy.
Well, thank you guys, and keep doing what you do. You're going to do it anyway, so we look forward to it. We look forward to it.
Meow.